guys, to be serious, and yeah, it's been quite a while since my last video, but today I decided to get the new Reinhard unit in Animal instead. And all I can say is that he is pretty decent, and I got really lucky by getting glitched on him. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with just the talking, so yeah, let's cut straight to the video.
When you're holding the crush up under something, I love my choices. I could have quit. I am just too cold metal. I don't be fake. Keep it real. Keep it real. I get a good vibe. Keep it real. Keep it real. I wanna just be a trigger with a brutish impulse. Trigger, the silent preacher. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Trigger, don't be curious about me. I don't want you to get hurt. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Never mind. I'm dirty. Splash, splash, splash! Goodbye! Never will I see them again. What they don't want me to stop beating around the bush. Okay, I'm okay, but I guess that's just me. Nobody's who pull from my feet. I don't be fake. Keep it real. Keep it real. I get a good vibe. You know zombies don't living hurt just like that. I don't need you sympathy. Freak out with the brutish impulse. Freak out the silent preacher. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Freak out, don't be curious about me. I don't want you to get hurt.
Alright, it's week 45, I have enough money to box out Reinhard, it's time for a showcase. So on placement he does 38 million damage, and I'm just gonna stocks him out. Actually, let me check his effects. On placement I guess it's slash. Not really special, just slash, yeah. Next attack, Mana River. Is there literally no animation? Guys, I think they forgot to add the animation. They did make this update in like 3 days or what? Alright, I guess next up, Dragon's Roar. Of course, it's full AoE and also no animation. I'm starting to think that they just didn't like. I mean, same time it's actually understandable that they didn't make any animations, cause you know nobody really plays with animations on. Honestly, he's relatively cheap to max out. Like, yeah, he's like almost 1 million, but at the same time I have units like, let's say, Naruto, who I believe is really... I mean, Lukiora is 1.3 million, Naruto is 1.6 million, so yeah. Reinhard is... not Reinhard, but Reinhard is pretty cheap, so now his passives. This unit is immune to all stuns, which is... I mean, in ALS I don't think stuns are that often, so it's like... Whole defense of debuff reversal. This unit turns debuffs into equal buffs. In Vanguards, like, we have School Knight and he's pretty much the same passive. And it's actually really overpowered there, and I kind of want to see if it's as overpowered in ALS, though I don't think the buffs are... like, debuffs are that frequent here. Next, whole defensive buff and enhancement. All buffs directed to this unit are thus more effective, which is actually really good. Whole defensive bypassing bypasses any form of defense, including nuke resistance, shields, and special effects. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good actually. Whole defensive take damage deals 30% damage in range every second. This is insane because you're gonna be doing 1 billion damage every second in his whole range. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. Whole defensive anti-cell cannot be sold or deleted by outside resources. Actually, it's really good because I know there are some stages which literally sell your units, like the Soul Leveling Dungeon and the last one for defensive elements. This is gonna be really long and I hate reading this kind of passes. This unit absorbs elements from enemies entering his range, getting fire, enemy take 80% burn DOT apply damage, apply sunburn, water slows are 80% more stronger. Here. I just hate when those passes are like... Apply soaked, nature, HP drains are 80% stronger, apply slow, light, apply weakened and stun, dark, all debuffs to that enemy are 80% stronger. Apply despair and pressure. If an enemy of that element re-enters his range, the effect reapplies. After holy defense of the sword is activated once, all the effects are permanent to all enemies. And it's actually really good. Now the new Holy Defensive Sword. The requirements 1 trillion total damage dealt is really easy actually. 3 or more unique element units on the team is also really easy. So deal 1 trillion damage for each time the target enemy has been affected by a different random effect from this unit. Deal 500 billion extra damage cap of plus trillion total damage. I mean, really good. I'm not gonna use it because there is no reason here, but I say it's... I mean, actually it's not even that overpowered because we have someone like Jotaro or Lelouch who literally erase 50% of the boss's HP and one-shot all enemies on the map, so this one is just... it's decent, but if you want a nuker, just use Jotaro or Lelouch or both. Now if we buff him, he's gonna be doing 4.36 billion damage with 90 range every 6 seconds. And then don't forget about the tick damage, so he's gonna be doing also 2 billion damage every second into every enemy in his range. Yeah, this guy is kind of overpowered, I'd say, but now I think it's time to just test him in a real stage and not in infinite. Alright, so since I don't have more rainbow candies, I'm gonna have to do something else, and in my opinion the best thing to do is just the new survival game mode with turn by dev modifier. The way it works is that you can't use abilities and every enemy is much stronger, and also there is a very overpowered boss in the end. So yeah, we'll see if Reinhard can actually solo the stage. Actually, he probably can't, but by the end I'm gonna actually masquerade every single other unit just so we can kill the boss. Alright, so what we're gonna do is pretty much the same thing as the last run. Place every unit and upgrade Reinhard. And again, by the end, I'm gonna upgrade everyone else just because, you know. think it just makes sense, honestly. You know, the boss has, I think, 100 trillion HP. Honestly, I should just shut the fuck up.
I was found that much of what I received from you. Then, as for now, he was a killer this stage, but received from the boss.
Pushing the sun back to the east does not change it. The world behind the eyelids remains miserable. But if the past was necessary to find you, I will accept anything, for there is nothing I want more than now. In the sunset, the sky was ablaze with golden rose. Before the darkness, oh, you took my hand, all that changed. They've been radiant, and the way we sing the past and the present, heading for tomorrow. I'm feeling I can't define. My heartbeat plays home. My heartbeat plays home. I will accept for there is nothing I want more than now. Bathed in radiant dawn.
To know our pleasures.
Yeah, Reinhard barely beats this stage, so... Is he a bad unit? No, but is he like must have? Honestly, I don't think so. He's really good, but it's like Jotaro, Lelouch, I don't know. Giorno, Naruto, they're just better. Still a very good unit, but he in my opinion, he's just decent. And yeah, that's it for the video, because obviously I got Reinhard to showcase him. Honestly, I feel like he's decent. I don't feel like he's a must-have, and you can skip him if you want to. But still a really good unit, and if you got glitch on him, you might use him. But yeah, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, comment how box, and I'll see you next time. Bye.